Right, I'm here to talk to you about. Well, I'm going to be talking about a lot of Jean Rollins films. I bought a few. This one, I couldn't even put this title on Twitch. It's The Rape of the Vampire. The Rape of the... Like, that is the title. Yeah, you're just like, oh, it's an 18. Why? Because sexualized violence. I mean... Yeah, it's got it in the title. I mean, look at the back of it. It's just like all the special features. They put a lot. I need to read, and then the book. Check these sometimes because I think they do have. I'm just like, oh, the book. Upside down. Wait, hang on a minute. There we go. That's the right way around. One is the first one that director made. Is the only one in black and white. 1968. It was a few years ago, way before I was born. And it comes in two parts. Like it's shown as one film, but in two parts. First part is, as Wikipedia calls it, The Rape of the Vampire. And it's unsure. Queen of the Vampires or the Vampire Woman? I prefer the Queen of the Vampires. Who is the one that's... I say depicted on the front, but... I'll be honest. The woman is black. And it doesn't quite depict her as that on the front cover. Just be honest. It's like... You don't predict it. Okay. It's not actually shown on the front that she is, a black woman. Like, oh. Well, in a position of power? 1968? Ah. The first half is... It's like... So, I mean, it's been 2 weeks since I last watched it. You basically got 3 Parisians. There we go. They're basically convinced. These women are just a little bit crazy. They aren't vampires. They're just a little bit nutso in the head, so. Yeah, fair enough. These vampires don't seem to immediately burst out into flames and But don't they be vampires? Because one of them goes, let's test that theory. Oh no, I become a vampire. Well, this is awkward. That doesn't end so well. And they end up dying. Thomas asks one of the sisters to bite him to prove him he is wrong and discovers that she is in fact a vampire and that her own preconceptions mislead him. The two flee to the beach and are gunned down by Mark, who is distraught by Bridget's death at the hands of the peasants. Oh yeah, the peasant shop. Very much a kind of classic. Yeah, I'd say Frankenstein is probably the best example of peasants rising up going, I like this. And to murder. Yeah, that the peasants are just like, nope, the peasants are coming after us because there's an old guy who talks to the women but through like a statue. Film's all kind of, to be honest. Like with any of these films, there's a lot of boobs. A lot of 60s boobs. Because you can't have one of these. Basically, these films are very much erotica. Because it's what it's put. There's a lot of boobs. Many boobs. Is this a thing that are vampires but they are vampires. It's confusing. So, yeah. How it is. Women convinced they're vampires, they're not vampires. Anyway, that covers the first half. The second half. Basically, have the vampire queen. Below Z. Black woman. Yeah. Feel like it's like someone. Yeah, 60s. To see a a lead character who is not white. Change for a pace. Change for a pace. Change for a pace. And she is the queen of all the vampires. Why? Because. It comes over by boat. Not sure where, but given this film takes place in France, I'm assuming this woman comes from England? I mean, that makes most sense. And yeah, so there's a doctor who's trying to find a cure for vampirism. He's ends up being the main lead for this film, second half. Trying to find a cure. This evil queen vampire lady does her own thing. Honestly, I'm kind of struggling with this one. I probably should have done this review a lot earlier. It has been a hot minute. Black and white film. I barely remember. Enjoyable, but definitely later on. So so far I've watched 4 of the films. This guy bought first 4 films. This one is certainly the weakest because the first film was like shot first, obviously, first half, and then they were like, we need to make this a feature length. So then they created and then whole other entire part of the film. So it just feels very disjointed. It's not as good as the others, definitely. I just don't remember it that well. It's not that memorable. It's not that great. But you do see boobies, so balances out. Sometimes it's just nice to see some boobies. Can't say I don't dislike boobies. That'd be wrong. But yeah, this one's definitely the weakest of the bunch. But yeah, the cure for vampirism. I think it does work. I think. Anyway, it's honestly the weakest of the films so far. But yeah. Join me next week discussing the nude vampire. I'll see you then. For now I say, live long and prosper.